Good morning, 29 April 2014. Syndicated radio talk show host Mark Levin this morning on his program ranted and raved about one thing and another, but one of the major things that he was really upset about was Secretary of State John Kerry, who indicated that unless Israel changed its policies toward the Palestinians and the Arab communities in general, that it risks becoming an apartheid state. Levin took issue with this, and rather than logically citing why Kerry's comments were incorrect, which they were not, they're pretty accurate, instead, Levin called Kerry the usual Zionist label that's put on people who are Americans and speak critically of Israel. He called Secretary Kerry an anti-Semite. This is unacceptable. It's not just disrespectful to Kerry, it's disrespectful to Levin's own perception of his own intelligence. If he were more careful and more circumspect, he'd understand that anti-Semite is not exactly what Kerry is, not at all. Kerry is voicing pro-American foreign policy feelings, which he should, and as well Israel's intransigence, actually. And that's the same thing that caused the government in South Africa 50 years of putting down black uprisings against oppression and repression in that area. It's the same thing, intransigence. If you're not willing to listen to criticism, if you're not willing to analyze it and then determine whether or not it's justified, then you don't belong in what they call the intellectual business, which I presume Mark Levin thinks he's in. So Mark, over to you. Why don't you just go ahead and say it like it is and not like it isn't. It's not being an anti-Semite, it's being pro-American. If you don't like that, there are a lot of options open to you. Goodbye.